Hi guys, it's Dory. Welcome back to my channel. Let me take off these glasses because they have glare and it's driving me crazy. So anyhow, I am actually going to start this video off by saying I am doing a collaboration with Erica from Time to Shrink, and we are doing an extended fast for autophagy and weight loss. We tried to do it the last time, which was last week when I had finished with 59 hours. She got through a large portion of it, but our posting video thing was, I did not, I kind of dropped the ball the way that I did my videos or whatever. But with that said, I am on hour 15 of fasting. It's not a long time at all. I'm not really feeling anything at all. Probably in another 24 hours from now, then I'll be really feeling it as far as being hungry. At the moment, I'm actually home. The kids are in school. I did a bunch of decluttering and cleaning. Everything looks so nice. I'm just really trying to relax. I've had a lot on my head, a lot going on as far as trying to purchase a vehicle, which we don't even have yet. They're coming to take our totaled vehicle tomorrow. Oh, good. The cat just got off my lap. Oh, now I can move. Let me put this way. And so, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. I just have a lot on my mind, some things that are happening in my personal life, with my niece and the truck thing and all that. But I actually am excited to do this fast. Now, I know I had talked to you guys on my video that I posted yesterday that in 2 days it is my 3-year surge anniversary, and I'm really trying to get down and maintain the 165 by the time I get to the doctor's office, which is in a couple of weeks. I have reached the 165, which was amazing. I feel fantastic. I'm so thankful for reaching that milestone, because in my mind, I don't know why, but that is to me skinny. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about it except that 165 sounds to me like a skinny number. I don't know why. I was never that number when I was an adult. It is my lowest weight ever. I remember I'm going to guess to the best of my memory that I was probably 165 pounds at around 16. That's going to be my best guesstimate, because at 17 I met my first husband and I got pregnant for my son, who is now going to be turning 29 in October. I got pregnant for him 3 months after I met my former husband. That's a long story. My first intimate relationship, and boom, 3 months later. Someone didn't teach me correctly. Anyhow, so that's my guess, because I know when I gave birth to my son at 18, I had just turned 18, I was 197 and a half. And I believe when I was 17, possibly when I first got pregnant, I was 170. I want to say I was 174. So I'm going to guess, based on that information, that I was 165 or so when I was 16. So I am now, that was 31 years ago, because I am now 47. So anyways, so back to the fasting. So I really, really enjoy fasting. I enjoy the challenge of it. I enjoy knowing what it's doing to my body for the benefits of it. I enjoy the autophagy and the weight loss. I enjoy being able to control myself in the area of food and nutrition and all that. It just really feels great. I am fasting also for mental clarity, which is something that I know when you do an extended fast and autophagy happens, that also happens. I don't know why, but it feels like, I don't know, like in my mind now, I feel like I'm all congested and I feel like I'm going to pass out. But I know I'm not. It's definitely just a mental thing. So this is day 1, about 15 hours in. I'm only going to be drinking water with my sugar-free crush add-in, whatever it's called. And so I'm going to document this, and Erica is going to do the same. We're going to be texting each other and leaning on each other, and we'll let you know how it goes. That's it for today. Hey guys, it is Dory, my day 2 update. I just dropped one of my, well, 3 of the kids off at their school, and I'm actually on my way to run some errands because they're coming to pick up the truck I'm driving that got totaled out. But anyhow, I wanted to give you guys an update and some things that I'm learning along the way with this fasting. So today is day 2, like a, like second full day. I am in just about to hit hour 36, and I feel great. I feel like I'm not really hungry. I feel like I got over that hump of feeling hungry and having to just mentally prepare for that. And I will say the number one thing that happens every time I fast is no sleep. Team no sleep. I cannot sleep at night. I know even Keto Connect did a extended fasting video, which I just watched, but I think they probably did it back in 2017. So they did this extended fasting video, and that was the number one thing that they agreed on, or one of them was that you are awake most of the night. And that was true for me last night. It was true the last time I did this, which was 1 week ago. I did not get any sleep for the time that I fasted. So I was kind of prepared for that. Now I'm battling a cold. My throat is so inflamed and hurts so bad. My sinuses, my eyes. But, from everything that I've read and watched on YouTube, while you're fasting in this, long state of extended fasting, your body will fight off viruses and things like that are in your body. And so, I'm not going to stop fasting. Yesterday I had 2 cups. I had 1 cup. I measured 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the afternoon of hot bone broth that my husband and I made a couple of days ago. It was nice and jelly-like. I heated it up. It made my throat feel better. I was hoping because of the chicken broth, it was made with chicken bones, that it was going to help to kind of fight off this cold. I'm going to plan on resting later to see if that would help. But anyways, that is going to be the number one lesson that I can conclude from the last fast and this fast, is that you're not going to get much sleep. Other than that, I feel a little tired. It could also be nothing having to do with the fast. It is a change of seasons here in Western Massachusetts. We're quickly coming into fall. The sun is not out as long as it used to be, and today it's not out at all. So yesterday I was feeling down and depressed and just kind of blah, not my normal uppity self. And so I don't know that has to do with the fast or not, but it definitely was something that I made a conscious note about. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm just going to continue with the fast. 36 hours, which is what I'm at now. Just getting into my 36th hour. That was the minimum that I agreed to do. Maximum is as long as we can, up to 72 hours. So I'm planning at this point to break my fast sometime tomorrow, because tomorrow is my 3-year surgiversary. I may do the whole 72 hours and break it at like 8:30 at night or something, or I'll break it during the day. But I'm gonna actually just listen to my body and see how I feel. If by chance I can go until Friday morning, hey, great. But I'm gonna just listen to my body signals and things like that. Today I'm basically just continuing to rest, get some stuff done around the house and out of the house before they come in take my truck. I have to clean it out, so I'll be doing that this morning. I got a couple of little errands and I'm just gonna get those out of the way. So that is it for now. That is day 2. I will come at you maybe this evening, maybe tomorrow morning, and let you know how it's going. Hey guys, I'm back. I actually have an update to my fast. So the last time that I recorded was I was on hour 36, I believe, and that was last Wednesday. Thursday was my 3-year surgiversary. I did not make it until Thursday. So approximately an hour or so after I videotaped the last video that you guys just saw, 3 hours later, I broke my fast. I made it to 39 hours. The first week, the week before, I made it to 59. Last week, I made it to 39. I think the biggest reason was because of this cold that I'm still having the symptoms of. My body was just not cooperative as far as feeling the energy and different things like that that you usually do when you do an extended fast. I know the first time I probably could have pushed a little bit more, but I did start feeling nauseous. And then last week just was not feeling it at all. So I decided to break my fast. I needed to get some more nutrition into my body to fight this cold. But I'm glad I made it to 39 hours. It wasn't, that's not like any easy feat. I mean, and it still has the benefits that we wanted to get. So I actually want to go over some things that I found helpful to me, some things that I learned along the way, and kind of some different benefits. First off, in my previous days when I was fasting, I had mentioned the sleep. Absolutely, that is going to be number one. I need to make sure that the next time that I do an extended fast for more than just my regular intermittent fasting, that I will be healthy and that I will not, that my body will not get run down from the lack of sleep, because that is number one. I'm not sleeping more than 4 hours, 5 hours a night. Only because I just feel energetic, but I also don't feel tired, and I'm just kind of tossing and turning, and it feels like you have so much on your mind and you just can't get settled. And so I know from the time that you start fasting, probably the first 15, 20 hours, then that's when it hits you. And so that is number one for me, is having to remember that I'm not going to get any sleep. The number two is that the first 20 hours or so is the worst as far as the mental aspect, and maybe it could be some hunger, but mostly it's all mental. Once you get past that first 20-hour hump, for me anyways, I'm free of feeling the hunger pangs or the mental observations that you make with your mind and things of that nature. It just one thing I have to just always remember is just that it's all mental. Keep sipping on your water, keep moving forward. Don't do all on the clock, and definitely keep yourself busy. Like that, I think helped me with the first fast that I did, is that I was really, really busy. Now, I do not have a car still. Today is Monday, and we had went away for the weekend.
and I still do not have my vehicle. The dealership guy told me that the mechanic is still working and doing some more repairs and that we should have it today. Now, it is 2 hours until I'm leaving to get kids. With what vehicle, you ask? I don't know what vehicle, but I have 2 hours before I'm now responsible for 5 children. So I have been home today, but normally when I fast, and why it was so successful, I think in the first time was that I had a vehicle and I was able to go and run errands or do things and not think about food. That brings me to my third tidbit. Keep yourself busy and out of the kitchen. That was, now if you have like meal prep to get done and things like that, which I know Erica and I do a lot, that may be helpful because you're moving a lot and you're not just concentrated on one thing. But I can tell you that if I have any time to just sit home and dwell on something, it's going to be thinking about food. And so, keeping myself busy, getting out of the house, getting some sunshine, running errands, visiting friends, things of that nature make the time go by so much quicker. The other thing that I noticed about fasting is that making sure that you're drinking your water is crucial because that will take you through those hunger periods. And remembering that actually, scientifically, this is proven that it takes your body 20 minutes to realize whether you have eaten a solid food or drank some liquid. And so as you're drinking the water, your body doesn't know that that's not food. And so by the time 20 minutes goes by, you're satisfied because your little pouch or whatever has been filled. And so you're kind of good to go. The other thing I noticed is as I'm fasting, I get TMI, diarrhea. I don't know quite why, but I don't mind it only because I normally am someone who struggles with having to take Dulcolax every single day, which is a laxative. I had to move from the Colace and the Miralax, which are both laxatives, but also a stool softener. And so the Dulcolax actually helps it to move right away. I don't have to wait as I normally do with the Miralax and the Colace. So my doctor took me off those and put me on Dulcolax. But while I fast, for whatever reason, in my head, it helps me to think that the reason is that my body's cleaning everything out and preparing for the nice new cells to regenerate and the healthiness of it and all that. Whether that's true or not, I don't care. Don't correct me either because I want to keep thinking that it's because my body is getting healthier. That is definitely a mental game that I play with myself. I also play a game, really whether or not I'm fasting, but it actually helps ironically with when I am fasting. And the game is that if there is something that I want, like say, so this past weekend I was at a retreat with our church and they had, a buffet and they had cake and cookies and these chocolate chip cookie bars and just a bunch of stuff that I don't eat and I didn't want to eat. And so in my mind, I trick myself to think that while they were cooking it, like the chefs went to the bathroom and didn't wash their hands. I know it's going to sound crazy to you guys, but it works. And whatever works, works. That a hair fell in it, that somebody sneezed on it, that somebody coughed on it, that it really is made with ingredients that are not natural or that are, somebody laced it with some kind of poison. For me, it works. And so as I'm fasting, when I think about food, I always go to that place where, I can't really trust it. I can't eat that because it's just going to do the opposite of what I want to do to my body, which is going to make it unhealthy. And so that actually, it tricks me. I don't know if it's going to work for everybody. I don't know if you want to try it, if you also try it. But it works for me. So that's basically what I've learned this fast. Now, going forward, I am going to try to do one 24-hour fast per week. And then I'm going to try to do an extended fast, probably once a month to once every 6 weeks. So the 24-hour fast is just to kind of help my stomach to continue to be the size that it normally is post surgery. So I know that when I don't fast, and if I'm not doing an intermittent fasting, my stomach can be stretched a little bit more because I'm putting a little bit more into it. If I don't measure for some reason, then it's going to be pulled in different directions that I don't want it to be. And so the intermittent fasting definitely helps with the caloric intake and all that. But to do a 24-hour fast, it just helps my stomach to feel like really empty, but like in a good way. Like you know that there's nothing in there, you know that there's nothing processing through. And so that's kind of where I'm at, and that is my kind of new goals every week. I don't know what day I'm going to do it. I may do it Sundays because that just works for me. Like maybe Sunday afternoon, I'll stop eating until Monday afternoonish. But we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. But that is actually what I'm planning. So thanks for coming along with us on this fasting journey again. I'm sure that we will be posting other videos around fasting and what we're learning, because every fast really does take on a mind of its own, and it teaches your body and your mind different things. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry I was sick through most of it. I'm sorry that I don't edit, so you get what you get and you don't get upset. And so anyhow, so yeah, so that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.